Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is coopzilla with another StarCraft 2 broadcast. I am bringing you game number 2 in the Zeke tournament, the Monday tournament that happened earlier this week. And spoiler alert, this is game 2, so I'm going to tell you who won game 1. If you don't want to know, turn your ears off. Spoiler coming. So Zapo, GrbZapo, won the game number 1. It's a Zerg versus Zerg, and so he was able to pull it off with some clutch roaches. LowJimRising over here went for the banelings, and Zapo went for the roaches. And so just rolling the dice. What is your opponent going to go for? All about good scouting, and I think that Zapo came out on top just because of those clutch roaches in the end. So we'll see what our players go for today. It looks like they're going for nearly identical builds again. It looks like LowJimRising is getting his extractor, whereas Zapo is not. So we will see just exactly what Zapo has up his sleeve. Looks like he's scouting out. He wants to find out what his opponent is doing before he decides to make any decisions. But he is saving up the minerals, maybe for an hatchery, maybe not. Seems like he wants to find out, and he might be wasting his time and a spawning pool goes down right around 15 supply and an extractor right away. And so over here the extractor has been running already at 50 gas, and the spawning pool is just under halfway built. So we will possibly be seeing speedlings, which is what LowJimRising went for last game. And it's always a good thing to get speedlings before your Zerg opponent does, because that extra speed boost from those Zerglings just make them impossible to catch if you don't have upgraded Zerglings. So we'll see the spawning pools pop almost at similar times, but over here we have the gas ready, and we might just see the... oh! Looks like a little mis-enter right there. And the speedlings, the metabolic boost is on its way. And for Zapo, he doesn't quite have the gas, and so that will be quite delayed. We can see it might be 20 seconds, 25 seconds delayed. And in those 25 seconds, if LowJimRising is able to make an attack, that could spell disaster for Zapo over there. And so Baneling's Nest going in. It looks like LowJimRising is going for the exact same things he went last time. But as a good little scouting drone did, this is a pretty late scout. But he was able to sacrifice that drone to get in there and find out exactly what tech his opponent was going, and that could win him the game right there. So he is choosing to go roaches again, which is a great choice against banelings, as banelings do almost no damage against roaches, because roaches are armored and not light. So Zerglings are heading out. Looks like we have some more. This is very similar to exactly what happened last game. Very similar to exactly. I speaks good English. But, oh, and a spine crawler going down. So Zapo is learning from his mistakes of last game, where he didn't have any defense and pretty much lost a lot of his drones. But the spine crawler has popped, and the lings are out over here and as well down here. These ones will get taken out. But LowJimRising's speed has finished, whereas Zapo's isn't even on the way. And he did this as well last game. I don't agree with it, but I guess if he gets you an extra roach, then go for it. Actually, I think it would be 4 roaches because of how expensive gas roaches are. I think they're only 25 minerals a roach, so they would you could get 4 for the price of 1 upgrade on the metabolic boost is 100. So we're just getting teased over here, and it looks like the roaches are out, and they are going to prevent any sort of harassment from these speedlings. But as second hatchery is down, Zapo's Overlord will spot this, and so that could, that he might have a little timing window. He might be massing up his roaches, which it does look like he's doing, and he does have attacks on the way, so he might be doing a timing push for when these attacks finish. He'll push out with his roaches and be able to deal out a lot of damage. And especially as this is LowJimRising invested 400 or 300 minerals into this hatchery, he will have that many less units, although he does have quite a few roaches out. And let's see if he has more. So Zapo has 3 more roaches, about the same amount of Zerglings. Oh, 4 more roaches, but some of those are being built as we speak. See, 4 or never mind. So anyways, we will see just what goes down. Of course we will see, because we're about to watch it. The Zerglings over here will have to run their little fast butts away because their roaches are on their tail. And the hatchery is popped, and so there's no going back now. And it doesn't look like Zapo is choosing to expand. He's spending most of his minerals. Oh, I don't want to miss anything. And as for, let's see, where's the resources? Income. So it looks like LowJimRising is ahead in harvesters and also ahead in the mineral count because of the harvesters. And it doesn't look like Zapo is trying to make any attempt to come back. And I think he missed his opportunity. You know, the units now, LowJimRising has just as many roaches, maybe a little bit less, but a lot more lings, and their speed upgraded as well. So I think that Zapo missed his opportunity, and he's not expanding it. So the longer he waits, the further and further he's going to get behind. These roaches have no chance to catch these speedlings unless some misclicks go on, and they're just diving in and out, diving in and out. That's a lot what Zerg versus Zerg is just little micro battles between your units, and nothing really is going on. It looks like Zapo is going to be moving in, but the lings are there to take the damage, and a good flank by that ling is going to get a good surround on a lot of these roaches, dealing a lot of damage per second. And these roaches were focused on the lings, and LowJimRising will wipe this up. The reinforcing roaches won't do much. He does have +1 though, which is a help bonus, but LowJimRising with those lings and those early shots was just able to wipe out Zapo's army. And now Zapo is in a pickle here. He doesn't have the extra base, the extra larva, the extra queen that LowJimRising has. He might not be able to pull this game away. So we might be looking at a third game, folks. We'll see just what goes on. You could also tell a story of what is happening in the unit count. We see over here 76 over 51. Oh man, I think that Zapo might have had a chance if he kept on pulling back, used this spine crawler to help him, but the beautiful concave and Zapo GG's. And that has been game number 2. So we are 1-1 in this tournament. One more game to go. Game number 3 coming up really soon. Tune in next week, and by next week I mean click on it right now and watch it. This has been coopzilla signing out. GG.